What's up, YouTube? This is the Eben Oracle here. Hey, I'm just making a follow-up video on my dream that I had video. I think it was the Generative Tower was the title of the video. But the Starfire Alchemist actually already did a video on her channel interpreting my dream, which I just want to say thank you, Starfire. I appreciate you taking your time out to kind of go through that dream in detail. It was actually strange. Like she emailed me and told me she was doing a video interpreting my dream, and then about 2 days before she let me know that she was doing her video, I had another dream, and my spirit guides clued me in as to what that whole first Generative Tower dream was all about. And actually what they told me was very, very similar. It was along the same lines as what Starfire had said in her video. But they clued me on one other thing that I don't believe that she mentioned. Well, let me just go through the second dream real quick so you know what I'm talking about. In the second dream, my guides came up to me. One of them was wearing a cloak or a robe. And the guide walked up to me and literally like slapped me upside the head. I had I had been thinking that the Generative Tower was about something that was going to be happening on YouTube. And my guide basically slapped me upside the head and told me, hey, there's more important things to worry about than YouTube. That original dream that we had gave you as a download was something important. And then they told me a word that I hadn't heard of before. They said Yuga. And I didn't know what a Yuga was, so I had to kind of look it up and do some research on the subject. And the Yuga Cycle, from doing my research, is a Hindu concept of the cyclical nature of time and how mankind's consciousness ascends and descends along a certain pattern that keeps going through history. Then it kind of started making a little bit more sense. The Yuga, I'll just give a brief run through of what I've learned researching about the Yugas. But basically the Yuga cycle, it's a cycle of time. And the Hindus believe that, and I'm just going to say it in English because I don't think I can pronounce the Indian term for each part of the cycle. But basically the first one is considered the golden age. And in that part of the cycle, mankind is directly connected to the divine. They have the highest state of consciousness, and man live for very long periods of time, hundreds of years. And there's no need for civilization. Man basically lives in oneness with nature and the earth. And after that cycle is complete, which goes on for thousands of years, after that cycle is complete, then they go into, basically in English, the Silver Age, where mankind starts having to, they descend. Their consciousness goes down a couple notches. They start not being in perfect harmony with nature. They start actually needing to start doing agriculture, all these different type of things that seem like development, but really it's because they've lost their ability to directly connect with the divine and be completely in balance with the universe or with nature. And in this cycle, their consciousness goes down, their lifespan goes down, and eventually they are destroyed by the creator or by the universe. And then the Bronze Age comes in. And during this Bronze Age is a time where mankind has descended even further away from being in tune with nature. There's full-on civilization, but mankind has still retained the understanding that everything is energy. And in this cycle, it's said that mankind actually destroys their self because of they still have this deep knowledge or esoteric knowledge which can be used for good or bad, but because of their not being in tune or in oneness with the earth or their surroundings, nature, the universe, they end up destroying themselves. And then mankind descends further into the Kali Yuga. That's the one of the Indian names that I can remember. Matter of fact, the last one I believe was the Dwapara Yuga. But the Kali Yuga is basically like mankind's dark age. It's like the material age. Rather than being at a level of understanding of consciousness and connection like the golden age and the silver age, and then the bronze age of understanding energy, they go into only an understanding of the material world. And in the Kali Yuga, mankind is at its lowest point as far as consciousness, lifespan, understanding of the bigger picture and spiritual nature of the universe. And this is where things shift and the cycle starts going back up through the other cycles. It goes from the Kali Yuga and starts ascending again and goes back through the Dwapara Yuga, where mankind starts to have an understanding that everything is energy. Supposedly, we're supposed to be leaving the Kali Yuga and going into the Dwapara Yuga now. And as mankind ascends in consciousness, the vibration of mankind also ascends. And there was this tie-in that my guides kind of clued me in on, is that this whole understanding of mankind going from the 3D or Kali Yuga into the 5D, right, or New Earth, is actually that ascension process of mankind going from a more basic understanding of just materialism into an understanding that things are all energy. Then mankind is supposedly supposed to keep ascending out of that Bronze Age or Dwapara Yuga into the Silver Age again, where mankind has an understanding of spirit and that deeper connection of oneness. And it ascends even further back into the Golden Age again. And anyway, so it's like mankind keeps ascending and descending in this cycle. And the breakdown of one age is always the building of another age, like my dream of the tower falling down and falling down into building the inverted tower reflected beneath it. And so that's the way my guides described my dream to me and the meaning of it. And so anyways, after we go from the 5D, we're supposed to go up to the 7D, then to the 9D, and then we go and start descending back downwards again. And I guess this great cycle continues over and over and over, and there's no telling how many times mankind has been through this high point or golden age and descended all the way back down to just a material understanding. But that's basically, my guides said that's basically the gist of my dream, is that the tower crumbling is one age falling away and building of the new age, or building of new earth, basically, as we leave the Kali Yuga and go into the Dwapara Yuga, where we understand energy again. So I just wanted to give a quick rundown of, or interpretation of my dream. And once again, thank you, Starfire, for your interpretation of my dream. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. This is the Eben Oracle. Peace out.